Despite 3 goals and having the lead twice, Tamil Nadu Dragons had to settle for a draw and a bonus point after a dramatic shootout win in their opening game. Facing them tonight is a fired-up SOORMA Hockey Club, led by captain Harmanpreet Singh, seeking redemption following an opening game loss. It's Dragons versus SOORMA, and we're all set for another excellent game.
Welcome to the day 4 of the Men's Hero Hockey India League. एक ऐसा मंच जहां सारे टैलेंट्स को एक साथ एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता है जिसे आगे जाने के लिए जो उन्होंने सपने देखे हैं वो पूरे होते हैं। आज का मुकाबला है तमिलनाडु ड्रैगन्स और जेएसडब्ल्यू सूरमा हॉकी क्लब के बीच में। ये दोनों टीम्स वो टीम्स हैं जो जब पिछली बार मिली थी तो ब्रॉन्ज मेडल के लिए मुकाबला हुआ था और तब बाजी मारी थी जेएसडब्ल्यू सूरमा हॉकी क्लब ने, लेकिन अब वापसी हुई है। ये है सीजन 2। मैं हूं तानिया पुरोहित और मेरे साथ है मिस्टर विशाल लाल, हु प्लेड हॉकी, जो इतने अच्छे से इस खेल को न सिर्फ समझते हैं बल्कि विशाल मैं कहूंगी कि अब जब आप माइक पकड़ते हैं ना तो लगता है अच्छा ये कमेंट्री अभी शुरू करी है, मुझे लग रहा बहुत सारे साल हो गए।
जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया तानिया एंड गुड इवनिंग, इतना अच्छा इंट्रोडक्शन देने के लिए। जिस तरीके का मुकाबला खेली है वेदांता कलिंगा लैंक्सर, पिछला वाला जो 3 ऑल से फिर पेनल्टी शूट आउट में जीता उन्होंने हैदराबाद तूफान के साथ, आज तूफानी अंदाज में आगाज करेंगे इस मैच का।
ट्रू दैट। लेकिन अब क्योंकि सारी टीम्स ने एक एक मैच खेल लिया है तो पॉइंट्स टेबल पर अभी क्या नजर आ रहा है वो एक बार देख लेते हैं। वेदांता कलिंगा लैंसर्स एट द टॉप।
जी बिल्कुल, जिस तरीके का खेल हुआ हैदराबाद तूफान के विरुद्ध, उन्होंने अपना आपा नहीं खोया मैच पे, कंसंट्रेशन के साथ जो जीत हासिल की उन्होंने बड़ी ही शानदार थी।
रांची बंगाल टाइगर्स दूसरे नंबर पर है HILGC, उसके बाद आते हैं अकॉर्ड तमिलनाडु ड्रैगन्स, हैदराबाद तूफान, SG पाइपर्स, रांची रॉयल्स एंड जेएसडब्ल्यू सूरमा हॉकी क्लब। लेकिन अभी तक सिर्फ एक मैच खेला गया है और इन मैचेस के बाद वो कौन से खिलाड़ी हैं जिन्होंने अपनी परफॉर्मेंस से ये बताया है दैट वी आर एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी। नियॉन सॉक्स, ये जो एक स्पेशल चीज है वो दी जाएगी उस खिलाड़ी को जो सबसे ज्यादा गोल स्कोर करेगा और इसमें जो अभी सबसे बड़ी भागीदारी निभा रहे हैं, जो सबसे ऊपर बैठे हुए हैं वो है केन रसेल। HILGC के लिए कल का मुकाबला था, 3 गोल्स उन्होंने लगाए और हमें इस सीजन की पहली हैट्रिक दी। उनके अलावा अलेक्जेंडर हेनरिक्स है, अमनदीप लाकड़ा है, गुरसाहिबजीत सिंह एंड अभिषेक नैन है। लेकिन आज का जो मुकाबला है अकॉर्ड तमिलनाडु ड्रैगन्स और जेएसडब्ल्यू सूरमा हॉकी क्लब के बीच में, दोनों टीम्स आप जानते हैं पिछली बार ब्रॉन्ज चला गया था तो ड्रैगन्स भी सोचेंगे यार ये मौका है वो रिवेंज लेना है।
जी हो सकता है रिवेंज ले, लेकिन टाइगर्स के पास आज मौका है जीत के साथ शुरुआत करें क्योंकि उनके कप्तान का आज जन्मदिन भी है।
That is so true. सूरमा हॉकी क्लब, हरमनप्रीत सिंह कैप्टन है, चाहेंगे कि टीम उन्हें तोहफा दे और खुद भी चाहेंगे हरमनप्रीत अपने जन्मदिन के दिन अपने सारे फैंस को दे जीत का तोहफा। It's time for a quick break. We'll be right back.
My name is Rajinder Singh and I am playing from Hyderabad Tufan as a midfielder. Really great for me. It was a really great lesson for me that helped me in this Indian team career as well. Now we are here to play another season of HEL and hopefully we'll play this as a very good. Some of very good players of foreign are in our team. I learned a lot of things from them. Those things are really helpful for me. Our team structure and the way we play and the way we bond with each other, I think that is really special in our team.
नाम है मिशन कुजील। मैं अंदर बरीना एयरपोर्ट के नाम से खेल रहा हूँ। मेरा ये सेकंड सीजन है। काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ का माहौल देख के। जैसा हम लोग का सही नहीं रहा, इस साल हम लोग अच्छे स्टार्ट करेंगे, अच्छे टीम करेंगे, ये मेरा उम्मीद है। पूरे प्लेयर भी आए हैं यहाँ पर हम लोग की टीम तरफ से खेलने हैं, जैसे कि बेल्जियम हो गया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो गया। वो लोग अच्छी फ्रेंडली रहते हैं, अच्छा बात करते हैं, अच्छा टीम को हम लोग से काफ़ी सीखने को मिल रहा है। तो ये सही है आप लोग के लिए आगे बढ़ने के लिए, लोग से काफ़ी सीख रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर SG पाइपर्स टीम से। SG पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है। बट हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से। सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। SG पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक SG पाइपर एक अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग का ये चौथा दिन है और पिछले सीजन के जो ब्रॉन्ज मेडलिस्ट मैच में जो उतरी थी दोनों टीम्स आज आमने सामने एक बार फिर से होंगी। तमिलनाडु ड्रैगन्स ये वो टीम है जो पिछले मैच में भले ही जीत अपने नाम करी, लेकिन एक ड्रॉ और पेनल्टी शूट आउट के थ्रू 3 गोल्स भले ही करे थे, लेकिन उसके बावजूद जो मुकाबला है वो गया शूट आउट में। एंड दे मस्ट बी थिंकिंग कि इस बार हमें बिल्कुल समय के अंदर जीत दर्ज करनी है। सामने है सूरमा हॉकी क्लब, बर्थडे बॉय कैप्टन हरमनप्रीत सिंह के साथ। टीम बहुत स्ट्रांग है, लेकिन उम्मीद करेंगे कि अपनी जो पेपर पर जितनी स्ट्रांग टीम दिखती है उसी तरह से परफॉर्म भी करे। विशाल, दोनों टीम्स स्ट्रांग टीम्स हैं ऑब्वियसली। दूसरा मुकाबला है सीजन का, किस तरह से अप्रोच करने का देख रही होंगी?
परफेक्ट बर्थडे गिफ्ट होगा हरमनप्रीत के लिए, 3 पॉइंट्स उनकी टीम की ओर से। अगर बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस किया तो मज़ा आ जाएगा। आज बर्थडे पे 4 चांद लग जाएंगे। और जिस तरह से तमिलनाडु ड्रैगन्स खेलते आए हैं अपना मैच, वो हाई ऑन कॉन्फिडेंस है, क्योंकि जो पॉइंट्स मिले हैं उन्हें वो काबिल तारीफ। जो परफॉर्मेंस दिया उन्होंने, दैट वाज कमेंडेबल।
और उसे आगे लेकर जाना चाहेंगे। अमित रोहिदास कप्तानी कर रहे हैं, हरमनप्रीत सिंह आपको मैदान पर दिखेंगे। एक और एक्साइटिंग मुकाबला हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग में आपके सामने बहुत जल्द आ रहा है। JSW सूरमा हॉकी क्लब एंड अकॉर्ड तमिलनाडु ड्रैगन्स के बीच बस थोड़ी देर में लाइव एक्शन आने वाला है। इट्स टाइम फॉर अ क्विक ब्रेक हियर।
My name is Rajinder Singh and I am playing from Hyderabad Tufans as a midfielder. Really great for me. It was a really great lesson for me that helped me in my Indian team career as well. Now we are here to play another season of HEL and hopefully we'll play this as a very good. Some of very good players of foreign are in our team. I learned a lot of things from them. Those things are really helpful for me. Our team structure and the way we play and the way we bond with each other, I think that is really special in our team.
मेरा नाम है मिशन कुजील। अंदर बरीना एयरपोर्ट के नाम से खेल रहा हूँ। मेरा ये सेकंड सीजन है। काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ का माहौल देख के। जैसा हम लोग का सही नहीं रहा। इस साल हम लोग अच्छे स्टार्ट करेंगे, अच्छा ठीक करेंगे, ये मेरा उम्मीद है। पूरे प्लेयर भी आए हैं यहाँ पे हम लोग की तरफ से खेलने हैं, जैसे कि बेल्जियम हो गया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो गया, वो लोग अच्छी फ्रेंडली रहते हैं, अच्छा बात करते हैं, अच्छा टीम को हम लोग से काफ़ी सीखने को मिल रहा है। तो ये सही है हम लोग के लिए आगे बढ़ने के लिए, लोग से काफ़ी सीख रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर एसजी पाइपर्स टीम से। एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है। बस हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। एसजी पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक एसजी पाइपर की अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
Welcome back to the Mayor Radhakrishnan Hockey Stadium. It is day 5 or match 5 of the Hero Hockey India League 2026, and it is the Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons taking on JSW SOORMA Hockey Club. The Dragons, of course, sitting in 4th position at the moment, and SOORMA sitting in the bottom of the table. Well, the weather, it's a fairly warm evening, 24 degrees. Humidity is what it's been fairly regularly throughout the tournament, 71%. But I have to say, it wasn't too hot down on the pitch when I was there earlier. In fact, it was a nice little breeze blowing across the field of play. Well, the Dragons were out a long time before JSW SOORMA warming up. Amit Rohidis, and there again is one of the key players for them, Raheel, who you feel just needs to step up a little bit. Was a little bit quiet in the opening game, I felt, against the Tufans. There's the birthday boy, Harmanpreet, his 30th birthday today. Well, we're going to go pitch side now for the toss of the coin.
Vanakkam Chennai. It's toss time for the match between JSW SOORMA Hockey Club and Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons. I have with me both the captains, Amit Rohidas and birthday boy Harmanpreet Singh, along with the on-field umpires. It's time to flip the coin. Harman, first, happy birthday. You won the toss. What have you decided?
Thank you so much. We start the play.
Okay, the SOORMAs have won the toss and they will start the play.
So that's the first victory for Harmanpreet today. On his birthday, he wins the toss. Can he win the match? That is all that will interest him, I'm sure. As we're going to hear from the two coaches now. And first it will be the Dragons coach.
Hi coach, you had a pretty close match in the previous outing. What are your takeaway from the game?
We certainly enjoyed our first game. The two fans provided good opposition. We were pleased to win the shootout, of course. And like every team in the HIL, we took away lots of learnings, particularly around some defensive things that we want to do a bit better. And our attacking efficiency, as always, needs to improve. But yeah, we were happy with a lot of things that we did in game 1, and we're excited about our game against SOORMA tonight.
All the best for the match.
Sure, thank you.
Philip, your team in the previous match struggled a bit in the 23rd meter line when they were attacking. So have you made some sort of changes there?
No, we didn't make a lot of changes. We just looked at the things that we can improve. I think it was an overall game where we all can improve and we'll bring some fire today.
All the best for the match.
Thank you.
There were the two coaches, and that's the trophy they're all playing for. That which team will hold it up at the end of the tournament. We're just at the beginning at the moment. The umpires are ready to come out, and tonight we have Gurbaj Singh of India and Saurabh Rajput of India as well. And in the video umpires box we have Kunvan Bunga from the Netherlands. And we hope that they all have a very good game tonight and we don't notice them at all. Now the two captains come running out, of course, great friends, Harmanpreet and Amit Rahidas, teammates for the national team. And this is a must-win game, you feel, for JSW Surma, because with just a round-robin game, there's not as many games as there were last year. So teams have to get the points on the board early in the tournament, or they could find themselves just dropping behind very early in the reckoning. Well, we're now going to have the introduction of the players one by one. So when the music stops, that's when I will hear the first name.
SOORMA Hockey Club. Jersey number 13, our birthday boy, team captain, Sarpan Sahab, Harmanpreet Singh. 1, Akashdeep Singh. 5, Harjeet Singh. 6, Gurinder Singh. 8, Pradeep Mandal. 9, Gurjan Singh. 10, Nicholas De La Torre. 11, Nicholas Ponzelet. 21, Vincent Vanash. 22, Lucas Martinez. 23, Nicholas Keenan. 24, Prabjot Singh. 26, Victor Wignes. 27, HS Mohit. 31, Jeet Pal. 32, Vivek Sagar Prasad. 33, Jeremy Hayward. 39, Maninder Singh. 50, Sukhwinder. 52, Pawan Rajbar. And here are the team players of Akkad Tamil Nadu Dragons. Jersey number 30, team captain Amit Rohitas. 1, David Hatch. 3, Arun J. 5, Tamil Payan Karthi Selvam. 6, Shesha Gowda. 7, Nathan Abrams. 8, Sander Devane. 9, Namur Payan Selvaraj Kanagaraj. 10, Mohammad Rahil. 11, Paul Philip Kaufman. 12, G. N. Prithvi. 13, Blake Gobbers. 14, Chandan Yadav. 16, Prince Deep Singh. 20, Tom Craig. 23, Uttam Singh. 26, Anand Lakra. 29, Thomas Sorsby. 32, Sushil Danwar. 60, Adrohit Ikka.
So the teams have been introduced and now the dignitaries make their way out onto the field of play. And tonight I can tell you we have Mr. Satya Bharata Sapu, AIS, Secretary of Youth Welfare and Sports Development for the Government of Tamil Nadu. Mr. Sekhar J. Manoharan, the Treasurer of Hockey India, and also the President of Hockey Tamil Nadu, and Dr. Balaraji of the Apollo Hospital, Chennai. And they're being escorted by Commander R.K. Srivastava, the Director General of Hockey India. Well, I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing the action with you tonight. And again, alongside me is Sandeep Somesh, former international for India. And Sandeep, this is a must-win game, you feel, for JSW Surma.
Good evening, Ashley. Good evening to our viewers, wherever you might be. Yes, indeed, this will be a must-win game for JSW Surma Hockey Club. They would not want to leave anything too late in the tournament. They will want to get points on the board and try and make their way up in the points table.
Dragons, of course, who had a draw and picked up a bonus point in their opening game against the Tufans, so that gives them 2 points on the league table. And so they currently sit in 4th place. The 3 teams above them all having had victories in their opening matches. So again, they will want to get a win as well, just to lift them up and keep them in touch with the pack at the top. But SOORMA sitting at the bottom at the moment, -2 goal difference. Vincent Van Asch, all eyes will be on him tonight. And there's Lucas Martinez, who's come in for Dayan Kasim, who's had to return home because his father passed away. So Kasim will not be coming back. And so Lucas Martinez of Argentina joins JSW SOORMA and will be playing for the rest of the tournament. Dignitaries now coming to the end of the line. They will take up their positions, and as soon as they do, we will have the national anthem of India. And once that is finished, we can get proceedings underway. Good to see a few more people in tonight from the local schools. Amit Rahidis, and here is the national anthem.
தேசிய கீதத்திற்காக அனைவரும் எழுந்து நின்று சேர்ந்து பாடுமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன்.
So the national anthem concluded. The players again go through the familiar high fives, and then the teams and the players and the match can get underway. So we'll take a look at the team lineup shortly. And the Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons, well, that will be the first team we will have a look at. And I can tell you that David Hart will be starting under the bar for them. For me, crucial will be the midfield, but defensively, Amit Rahidis and Sander Devine will be looking to shore things up there. But it's Tom Craig, Thomas Sorsby and Mohammad Raheel who'll be looking to link up with Blake Govers, Karti Selvan and Uttam Singh. And also when they come on the field of play, other key players for them will be Shisha Gowda, Yufil and Nathan Ephraim's, the Australian. They go into one final huddle. Blake Govers stretching his arms around his teammates.
A quick look at the JSW SOORMA Hockey Club. Vincent Van Asch starts in the goal. He was the man of the match in the first game around. Nicholas Delatore, Jeremy Hayward, Harmanpreet Singh and Gurinder bring up the back four. Victor Vignes in central midfield will be crucial. And up front, Nicholas Keenan, Pawan Rajbar and Gurjan Singh. Have to wait and see if they can get amongst the goals.
Well, that's going to be the thing for JSW SOORMA. Can they find the back of the net? They've got to get it past David Hart. Philippe Goldberg is the coach of JSW SOORMA. Two coaches, both from Belgium today. Tim White, though, is Australian, but currently is the high-performance coaching manager in Belgium and was involved with the women's under-21 side at the Junior World Cup, where they managed to pick up a bronze medal. And there is Vincent Van Asch, the two great goalkeepers going head-to-head.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
So JSW SOORMA get us underway. I have to say Blake Govers sounded a bit like Darth Vader on that countdown. And no doubt he'll hope that the force is with him tonight. So SOORMA immediately back in the defensive line. Harmanpreet out to Hayward on the right-hand side. Thrown across the back line and brought down by Gurinder. Stolen away well by Raheel now, and here's a great chance for them to come forward. Govers smashes it into the pads of Vincent Van Asch.
Good early play by Dragons. Good steal from Rahil and setting up a strike inside the day. Good save by Vanash. Called into action early in the quarter.
This was the steal by Rahil.
Yeah, beautifully done. Ensured he didn't get his feet onto that.
Rahil, I felt, was a little bit quiet last game, and when he's on fire, he makes such a difference.
He just played in patches, did he not, in the first game? Probably being the jitters of the first game.
May well be, but certainly the Dragons on the attack again. Trying to find a way along the baseline. Look at the numbers there, though, for JSW SOORMA. And it's good defence by them, but it will be a ball from the side. Once more for the Dragons. Chandan Yadav played it to the baseline. Nice turn. Late. Oh, no, it's gone out of play.
Uttam Singh that was trying to use the baseline. Just not able to keep it in play.
Always good to see the intent looks on the faces of the substitutes on the side, because they need to pay attention to what's going on out there on the field and not sit there having a chat. And I just love it when they're as involved. Of course, with the rolling substitutions, a lot of them are on very quickly. Carried out by Hayward now. Decides to go a little bit further, then comes to Gurinder. Gurinder played it a little bit too early that time. It was not a bad idea, but Nicholas Keenan was never going to get on the end of that pass.
Yeah, probably just need to hold on to it a wee bit longer and give Keenan enough time to approach the ball.
And the ball over the top this time from the Dragons. Just a couple of bounces and out of play it goes. Gurinder was going to leave it, but then nobody came to take it. He tries the aerial pass, but stolen by Govers. Flicks it in the air. Uttam's in the middle. Uttam trying to create a little bit of space for himself. Squeezed the ball through. But it was good defence again, this time by Harjeet.
Just closed him down. Uttam on that occasion did not give him any room whatsoever inside the G.
It was very good defence by JSW SOORMA, and certainly it looks like they've tightened that up. They're closing down the Dragons very early.
He did say that, did he not, the coach Goldberg, that he wanted to tighten the defence.
Did indeed. Harmanpreet now. I wonder if he has had a chance to celebrate his birthday yet. I'm sure he hasn't. He'll probably have the cake smeared all over him later tonight. It's an Indian tradition, which I'm glad I've never had my birthday here in India.
When is your birthday, Ashley?
That's a secret. It's certainly not the beginning of the year, I can tell you.
And also what the JSW SOORMA want to do is try and earn more penalty corners. They weren't amongst the penalty corners in the first game. They probably got just one or maybe two in that game.
No, they actually got 6. Sorry, no, you're right, they got 1, sorry, yeah. But they conceded 6, both these teams, in their first game. So carried forward now by Kaufman. And intercepted edge of the circle by Harmanpreet. Vegne now. But there's no one ahead of him. There's only a player coming up on the outside, and that's Nicholas Keenan. Keenan losing out, though, and a chance now for the Dragons to counter-attack, but they're holding it up, looking again for numbers to come forward, because they'd all come flooding back.
And that's the challenge for JSW SOORMA, is it not? When they come so back, so deep into their own defense, to have numbers going up in attack. Victor Vignes was left alone trying to find a passing option.
Sander Devine. Amit Rohidis now, happy to carry it up to halfway. Well read, intercepted brilliantly. Breaking forward. That was good work by Maninder, but his pass was intercepted well by Philip Kaufman.
Interception on either side and team turnovers by both the teams.
Paul Kaufman, not Philip, my apologies. I thought it was Philippe, but anyway. Vegnek, little bit of space. Feeds it forward. That's a good pass forward as well. Pravjot Comes in from the flank, but he scuffed his pass, unfortunately, for JSW Surma. And now Uttam just holding things up, waiting for the support, which came from Sander Devine. It's deflected off a JSW Surma stick, but it's actually going to be their ball in from the side. Coach Philippe Goldberg looking on intently from the sidelines. Harmanpreet. Goes back to Gurinder again. Harmanpreet once more. Parti closes him down and steals possession. In fact, that was Selvaraj. And it's now Govers. Govers into the circle. Govers tries to play it across, deflected that time off the stick of the defender. It's Jeetpal who got the final touch before it crossed the baseline. It's a long corner thrown up into the air by the Dragons. Good strong defence. Wide still trying to find a way in, but JSW Surma have come up with the ball. That was very good defending by them. Lucas Martinez. Free hit being given to the Dragons. Amit Rohidis now just lifting it towards the baseline, jumping to bring it down. And that was great anticipation to steal it as it was brought to ground. Well played that time by Nicolas Poncelet. So we're at the halfway stage now of the first quarter. Monash having had to make one save. Carried up to the 25, trying to get it into the circle, but again it was good defence by Amit Rohidis on the edge of the circle. Good steal on halfway by Vivek Prasad. Maninda back to Vivek Prasad. It's been picked up by Akashdeep. Vivek Prasad helps out, comes wide now to Vegne. Vegne squaring it up to Akashdeep. Well, unfortunately, it just ran off his stick, but he's waiting in the circle. It's still with JSW Surma. And they open the scoring. Hayward now pushes it wide. Chance to try and do a little bit of magic. Nicholas De La Torre feeding it to Prabjot. Free hit goes the way of Surma. De La Torre says, leave it, I'll take it. De La Torre skips past one. In fact, it's a very good tackle in the end by, I think it was Sorsby. No, it was Sander Devine.
They did well, Sander Devine, to pick up that ball. He was trying to go round him. Nicholas, the Dragons, coming out with a free hit.
So Kaufman goes square, mistrapped that time by Amit Rohidis, but still got it under control, showed a lot of the ball and somehow managed to get through two JSW Surma players and aimed it further back post. Uttam was there, but he just made the run before the pass came.
Amit Rohidas doing well, but I just thought he probably had a passing option to his right when he approached the top of the D. Lucky to get away with that ball there. Chose to go inward, but just going over the baseline.
Maninda goes back that time to Rajva. Oh, it's Sukhvinder rather. This time the free hit goes against Rajba. So Amit Rohidis again receiving the ball and going on a little run forward. Clearly he's seen that he thinks he's going to take on JSW Surma today. Comes wide now to Sushil Danwa. Rohidis. Oh dear.
Neither team's able to get the fluency that they're capable of getting into the game. A little scrappy at the moment.
This fixture was the first game for both teams last year in the Hero Hockey Indy League. Finished 1-1 and then went to a shootout with SOORMA winning that shootout 3-2. So it's always been a tight fixture. Good shot coming in, but unfortunately hit their own player's foot.
Was Nicholas Keenan with that run. What he did so well was to play the ball and continue running to get the ball back. Just going with the tomahawk, getting the foot of Pawan.
The foot of Pawan Rajbat, but Keenan, the way he just slowed the ball up to set himself up to shoot was good to watch. Kaufman. Down the line he goes, looking to cut in this time is Sushil Danwa, feeding it forward. Uttam finding the foot. Free hit to the Dragons. And that's going to deflect out for a long corner. And 3.5 minutes left now in the first quarter. Are we going to see a goal before the break? Kaufman, not sure he actually stopped that, but he's taken it quickly. Sushil Danwa gets it into the circle. It's still alive for the Dragons. There was a little bit of a push, and it's a penalty corner. First penalty corner won by Nathan Ephraim's. Good work by him.
Nathan Ephraim was strong on the ball. Thought he was lucky to get it with a sloppy bit of defensive work. Look at that again. It was trapped by him and just let it roll over. And Nathan, with the skills he has, earns the Dragons their first penalty corner.
We just gave him a good old shove, didn't he? Pushed him off the ball. So Amit Rahidis lines up at the top of the circle, just trying to see who's alongside him there. Looks like it is Sushil Danwa. So Sushil Danwa looks like the preferred option. It comes to him. He flicks into the first runner, which is Vegne. Good work by Victor Vegne. Comes wide now to Meninda. Meninda being forced back towards the corner flag. Good defensive play again coming from the Dragons forwards. That was Selvaraj.
Wigney, I thought, was very fast off the blocks. Probably the injection not as fast as he wanted it, but look at Wigney, the line he has taken, and how quickly was he off the goal line.
Sushil Danwa, who played for the Odisha schools and juniors. Della Torre goes to the air. It's been missed by one. Oh, stolen away, but it will be the free hit now going the way of JSW SOORMA. And Martinez doing well, but it's stolen away by the Dragons. Now they get the free hit. Tom Craig receives it. It's a free hit.
Haven't seen a lot of Tom Craig in the first quarter. He has been kept quiet, but we do know what he is capable of doing when he has space.
I thought he and Sorsby in the last game were the key component for the Dragons. Mistrap by Raheel, and now there's three players coming through in unison. It's played back to Victor Vegne. Vegne switches it out, looking for the runner Prabjot, but unfortunately too far ahead of him.
I just thought that was great vision from Victor Vegne. He had his back to Prabjot, but still tried to lay it across. Just the angle not right on it.
To Vegne, who after the Paris Olympics had to have an operation on his kidneys, and was out of action for just over a month. So it's good that he's back, is carried forward by Poncelet. Played to the baseline. Akashdeep just a touch and then played it in. Players hitting the turf, but it's a free out to the Dragons.
We saw what Akashdeep was trying to do when he got the ball in the D. Just trying to find the foot. Good defensive work by the Dragons.
So we're entering the final minute now as it comes wide once more to Sushil Danwa. He throws it into the air, and the whistle goes against Uttam that time. Again, I think if Uttam had stood still, he would have got a penalty corner.
Yeah, he needed to stand still. He was moving, and that's why the whistle went in favor of the Soormas.
I think being diminutive, he thought it was going to go over his head, and that's why he was moving. And a good bit of defensive play coming out there just to snuff out that attack. Good work by Della Torre. And unfortunately, Prabjot slipping that time, and that may well be the last play of the first quarter.
Yeah, Prabjot was just in a hurry to get it into the tee as the clock was ticking, and they were to the end of the quarter, but not able to make any contact on that. He was too close to his body to try the tomahawk.
Yeah, that will be on a bloopers reel somewhere, I'm sure. But it's been a lively start to this match. Both teams obviously wanting to get the first win of the Hero Hockey India League 2026. Ajit just coming off the Simbin chair. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, JSW SOORMA 0. Take a look at the highlights now from that first quarter. SOORMA tried to go on the attack, were dispossessed by Raheel. It was a good ball to Blake Govers, who on the tomahawk forced a save out of Vincent Van Ash.
That's probably the only try in the entire quarter from both teams. Van Ash had to make that save, and he did.
I don't think David Hart was troubled at all. This was the run from Amit Rohidis. Tried to play it into Uttam, but Uttam had just moved just before Amit played the pass, and this was a good bit of play by Nicholas Keenan, but unfortunately for him, he ended up playing it straight into his teammate. And then that was strong play coming from Nathan Ephraim's to win the first penalty corner of the match, but great running by Victor Vegnate, snuffed out any chance of a goal for the Dragons. So two teams breaking up and making their way back out for the second quarter. I'm sure there will be some goals in this. We rarely see no goals in a game.
Yes, yesterday's game was any indication. We had all the goals coming in the third quarter. It just lit up, did it not?
It certainly did. And I think talking to one of the coaches after the game, they were saying how I think there was a little bit of nerves going into that game from both teams. And actually said that the players weren't doing what they'd been instructed to do. I don't want to embarrass the players by saying which coach said that, but certainly it looked like that from where we were. So JSW SOORMA to get the second quarter underway. Ball again played back to Victor Vegnate. That's a good ball forward as well. Aninda just slipping as he played that one forward, so it's back now with the Dragons. And a good run coming from Sorsby. Back it comes once more to Pradeep Mandil, out to the left. Good pass to the baseline, and Sorsby kept it in play. It's a long corner to the Dragons.
Did well, Sorsby on the first touch. It was just going out of his reach.
There's Harjit again returning to the chair where he got a green card in the right at the end of that first quarter. Deflected out again in front of the goalkeeper that time by Nicolas Della Torre. It's another long corner, but it's got to be in line with where the ball crossed the baseline. Ball with Raheel now. He throws it into the air. Uttam trying to find a way in along the baseline. But this time it is going to be a 16. He doesn't get the ball to Harmanpreet, and so captain of SOORMA has to wander back and get it.
Uttam it was trying to dink the ball and go into the D.
Gurinder keeps it in play on halfway under pressure from Blake Govers. Govers now working in real estate, so if anyone up here in India is looking to buy a property in Perth, Western Australia, get in touch with Blake Govers. He'll help you out. Jeremy Hayward feeding it infield, but look, there's nobody there. Uttam collects, able to turn under no pressure, carries it forward, and that was a little bit short for Raheel. Good work though by Pawan Rajbhat coming across and stealing it back for SOORMA. Here come JSW SOORMA again. Good strong run. Keenan's available, it comes to him now. And Free hit goes against Nicholas Keenan.
We're just not able to get enough players in attack when they are moving up SOORMA. If you do not have the players, it does well to bring it back and at least retain possession of the ball rather than giving a team turnover.
Amit Rahida, short pass to Raheel. Comes to Sander Devine now. Devine looking for Kaufman, finds him on the edge of the circle, and coming back, it'll be a penalty corner played directly over the baseline that time by Meninda. So second penalty corner to the Dragons.
Just thought that was intelligent play by Kaufman. The moment he received the ball, he just tried to put it across the face of the goal. Caught the defense by surprise and played intentionally over the goal line is what the Empire contends. Penalty corner to the Dragons.
It's a beautiful pass by Sander Devine as well to pick out Kaufman. So Vincent Van Ash marshalling his troops. And this time we got Blake Gubbers and Amit Rahidis lining up at the top of the circle.
I just think they will have to get a deflection to get it past Van Ash in the goal.
That's how they beat him the other night, wasn't it? So it goes to, well, the whistler's gone. Have we got someone breaking early, or was the ball played in too early? No one being sent to the halfway line. So it may have been just everyone in a little bit early. Now it comes in, Blake. Oh, it's... This time I think we are going to see a player sent to the halfway line. Oh, and that's the injector who's being sent to the halfway line.
If I heard him right, I thought he said wait for the whistle.
I think it was it Sander Devine who injected it, but I think he was trying to then stay up, but he has to go to halfway. He cannot stay in that forward position. Comes to Gubbers eventually. Good save by Van Ash. And Gubbers trying to go with the reverse stick the second time. Didn't get it right.
Well, they'll have to do better than that to get it past to Van Ash. Very comfortable height for him to palm it away. It still needed to be saved, and he did that pretty comfortably in the end.
I think Gubbers' facial expression on the follow-up, you could tell he wasn't happy with that. Sets himself very high standards, and he'll be disappointed he didn't force another save. Desperately trying to get on the end of the ball again. Prabjot, I think he's spending more time on the turf than he is on his feet.
But how great was that switch of play from the right to the left. But Prabjot, yes, he has been diving around to try and stop the ball.
So Shildanwa, faced with Prabjot, just drops the ball back to Sander Devine. Prabjit, well, he missed that one, and it will be, in fact, a ball now for the Dragons. Shishagauda was waiting for that one. It didn't come to him, but Prabjit moving into his space. Are we going to see a goal before the half-time break? Goes all the way back to Amit Rahida. Sander Devine again in space, just on halfway. Made it look as if he was going back. Gurjant gives chase. That was a well-directed pass and very nearly got inside the circle, but Jeremy Hayward anticipated that superbly.
Sander Devine did that so well. Showed he was going back and just created that space for himself in front. SOORMA's doing well with the defensive work.
Jeremy Hayward hailing from the Northern Territory in Darwin, and I know that the Darwin Waratahs are very proud of having had him start his hockey career with them. He's a popular player, or was it the Reds Hockey Club, Aquinas, in Western Australia. So Vegne now just making sure he's got the ball in the right position. Harmanpreet. Well directed, but again, well anticipated and stolen away and carried forward. Devine wanting the free hit, didn't get it, and now there's a chance for Vegne to counter-attack. Evades the challenge of Tom Craig. but Vegnay could only go across the field of play. And now it is a chance for them to come forward. The ball with Mandel. Free hit going to be given.
SOORMA just do not have enough players in good positions up front, forcing the ball to be played back.
Comes out onto the right-hand side, Della Torre. And I think he wanted to play the square pass, and he was a bit annoyed Sukhvinder then dropped back. Sukhvinder was in a perfect position for the square pass, but almost hid behind Uttam. Played into the circle, but again, it's solid defense from the Tamil Nadu Dragons. Tom Craig now receives it. Right on the right, feeds it down the line. It's a good ball into the circle, just played back, and the shot on the turn, and oh, has that gone in? No, just wide. Well, it's Ephraim's with the shot.
Good movement along the right, beautifully set up inside the D, and Nathan Ephraim's a first time try, just going wide.
Yeah, I saw it just nestle sort of in the net from the angle we were, but it was a good ball in from Salvam Karti, the local boy. And Ephraim's, well, that's the second time he's threatened tonight. You just feel maybe there's one coming from him later.
Yeah, he has been lively along the right and along the baseline whenever he's got the ball.
Nathan Ephraim's hailing from Melbourne, played for the Southern United Hockey Club. Actually had the unique distinction a couple of years ago. He made his debut for the University of Western Australia in the grand final, which I don't think anyone's ever done that before. What a tackle that was to take it away from Victor Vegnay. Laid back brilliantly by Sorsby. Tom Craig, and a free hit has been given back. It's inside. No, they're off and running already. Full stretch was Prabjot to get that. He's not going to get the foot off Amit Rohidis, and it's run out of play.
Just not able to control the ball was Prabjot. Trying to go into the D, the ball just running away from him.
Just under 7 minutes left in the first half. Still no goals in this first game of the second round of matches for all the teams. Kaufman for the Dragons. Over the 25-metre line he goes. Pushed it out wide, but slightly behind his teammate, Amit Rohidis. Nice little jink from Thomas Sorsby, and then it'll come back to Rohidis. And free hit is going to go to the Dragons. Kaufman, I think, wanted the advantage. And then Lakra goes back to Rohidis once more. Patient now by the Dragons. Wide it goes onto the left again, looking to close down. Sorsby turns to face goal, goes back to Kaufman. Amit Rohidis again. Wide onto the right now. Deflected up off the SOORMA stick. It'll be a long corner. That was smashed in by Anand Lakra.
I'm not sure that's the best thing to do after holding on to the ball for so long, just trying to force the ball in. It's a standing defense and pretty difficult to get a deflection of the defense is standing.
Yeah, and Lakra, product of the Sale Academy in Raukela. Here was the ball, trying to get the shot away. Very strong from Craig, and very brave defensive play. Good lead by Nicholas Keenan. He's been seeing very little of the ball as it's played square by Sukhvinder. Vivek Prasad now. Harmanpreet. Not too many options on, and again it's good defence by the Dragons, just closing down that corridor that Harmanpreet likes to hit the ball into the circle from.
Yeah, we know what Harmanpreet can do with the slap balls into the... He has so much of deception and pace on that ball, but Dragons just not giving him the right angle to execute that.
Meninda now breaking forward. Has another third attempt to try and get towards the circle. Good skills by him. In he goes, lays it back to Pawan Rajba. And a long corner has been won by JSW Surma.
Great skills using the baseline. He had two defenders to get through and did it exceedingly well.
Well, again, they've just wasted the long corner. And now it is a chance to go on the attack. Selvaraj just let it run a little bit too far ahead, and Harmanpreet shepherds it out of play.
It's so crucial to pick up those balls on the reverse stick when it is played to you. But not happening on that occasion for Selvaraj.
So still no goals in this match, and we're 3 minutes away from the half-time break. Is it going to be a repeat of last night's match where we see 3 goals in the third quarter? Meninda gets a little bump from behind. Keeps possession though for JSW Surma. Good turn, biting back to try and steal it away from him was Chandan Yadav. Sorsby now, back to Gov as it goes. And on the overlap, it's a really good ball. Back post, there is the opening goal. And it is Selvaraj who's just tapped it in, but it was a wonderful pass coming in from Chandan Yadav.
And look at that for celebration. Chandan Yadav, he was so patient when he received the ball. He had a lot of space in front of him. Did not get heggled. Just set it across the face of the goal. And that is probably the only way they would have got it across. Wins into an ash. Dragons with the first goal from Selvaraj.
Well, that's what we were saying. You have to move Vincent Van Ash. And they did it perfectly for that goal. And Selvaraj over the moon with that goal. Plays for the Indian Navy. And he is a... Oh, how do you say it now? Havildar, is it? A sergeant? Haridar, isn't it? That's it.
Havildar.
Oh, you say it so much better than me. I'll stick with sergeant, I think. Deflected inside the circle again, but look at the defense back from the Dragons. They are really up for this. And you just feel the fact they didn't get a medal last year when everyone was tipping them to be one of the sides to beat. They've got a hunger this year.
They just want to set it right, don't they? The Dragons. The Surmas now have a game to catch.
Well, this will test Surma again, and the big question will be, will Philippe Goldberg go with Mohit under the bar in the second half so that he can have the extra outfield player? Only 5 foreigners allowed on the field at one time. Great tackle once again, that time from Sorsby.
Just not having enough players, Surmas, when they come into attack. It was just 3 of them against 5 in the defense of the Dragons.
Sushil Danwa, that wasn't the best bit of play by him. He just seemed to take his eye off the ball. Trying to turn now is Gurjan. Playing it forward, but intercepted once again by Dragons. And oh, Gurjan just catching him late. That'll be a card, I'm sure. And it is indeed. Gurjan will have a couple of minutes on the side.
It just gets worse for them, for the Surmas.
So Gurjan will be off the field of play for the remaining 50 seconds of this first half and the first minute of the second. Into the circle it goes again. Great opportunity. It's a second goal. Well, the defense hesitated and Uttam pounced, and he gets his second goal of the tournament and the second goal on the night for the Dragons.
They just seem to have shut off the Soorma defense. What were they thinking? Ball played into the D. Trapped well, but then they all just stood. And Uttam made the best of it. A great opportunistic goal. And again, he has got it across. Vincent Van Ash. 2 goals to the Dragons.
Well, Uttam, that is a typical goal by him. The slightest opportunity and he pounces. And he's helped off the ground by Nathan Ephraim's as they celebrate on the sidelines. Well, Uttam, that is a crucial time to score, just to stretch the lead before the half-time talk. There is Gurjant sitting on the side. He will miss at least the first minute and 5 seconds of the third quarter.
Well, just thought Uttam deserved that goal. Just the way he has been playing the first game, and now he has been very, very lively. Dragons, here they come again.
Sorsby, well, he was trying to get the shot away with an upright reverse, and very nearly managed to do so. There goes the hooter, and that is the end of the second quarter and the end of the first half. And we were waiting for a goal to come from Sutton somewhere, and Selvaraj gave us one, and then 2 minutes later Uttam gave us a second. And so the Dragons will be smiling, so too the fans in the main stand. As we head into half-time, it is Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons 2, JSW SOORMA Hockey Club 0.
My name is Rajinder Singh and I am playing from Hyderabad Tufans as a midfielder. Really great for me. It was a really great lesson for me that helped me in this Indian team career as well. Now we are here to play another season of HEL, and hopefully we'll play this as a very good. Some of very good players of foreign are in our team. I learned a lot of things from them. Those things are really helpful for me. Our team structure and the way we play and the way we bond with each other, I think that is really special in our team.
मेरा नाम है मुसन कुंजील। वाली नाइन पर हम से खेल रहा हूँ। मेरा ये सेकंड सीजन है, काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ का मॉडल देख के। जैसा हम लोग का सही नहीं रहा, सर हम लोग अच्छे स्टार्ट करेंगे, अच्छा ठीक करेंगे, ये मेरा उम्मीद है। पूरे प्लेयर भी आए हैं यहाँ पर हम लोग की तरफ से खेल रहे हैं, जैसे कि बेल्जियम हो गया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो गया। वो लोग अच्छी फ्रेंडली रहते हैं, अच्छा बात करते हैं, अच्छा टीम को हम लोग से काफ़ी सीखने को मिल रहा है। तो ये सही है हम लोग के लिए आगे बढ़ने के लिए, लोग से काफ़ी सीख रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर SG पाइपर्स टीम से। SG पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है, बट हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। SG पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक SG पाइपर एक अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
Welcome back to the Mayor Radhakrishnan Stadium in Chennai. It is JSW Surma 0, Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons 2, and that'll make the locals very happy. As we take a look at the highlights from the first half. And it was a great steal initially by Raheel. Played it forward, Govers. Quick, sharp shot, Van Ash saved. And it was a lot of attempts coming from the Dragons early in the match, although goals were very hard to come by. Van Ash trying to fire up his defence. Amit Rohidis then made a run through the midfield, tried to find Uttam, but unfortunately went behind him. Then it was a good bit of skill by Nicholas Keenan, but his shot unfortunately played into his own teammate. Ephraim's worked hard, got a bump from Jeremy Hayward, and it was penalty corner time, but unfortunately the ball in was a little bit slow. Vegne closed it down brilliantly. This was, though, a promising bit of play. Again, another penalty corner. Govers flicked, saved by Van Ash, and Govers mishit the follow-up shot. And then this was then a really good bit of play. Laid back, and a shot came in from Ephraim's first time. And again, Tom Craig showing his determination, but equally determined were the JSW Surma defence. This was great play by Meninda down the baseline, fed it into Prabjot and won a penalty corner for JSW Surma. Govers, though, laid it to Sorsby, back to Govers. He fed it to Anand Lakra, looked up and played it to the back post, where Salvaraj was there to just tap it in. And that was 1-0 to the Tamil Nadu Dragons. And then this was a shot that was missed, but then pouncing on the loose ball was Uttam just 2 minutes later, and suddenly 1-0 became 2-0. The fireworks went off and all the players came around to celebrate with Uttam Singh. Well, those boys are happy, as you can see. And we are in Tamil Nadu, so you would expect that. Take a look at the stats now from the first half, and 13 circle penetrations to 4. And from those circle penetrations, the Dragons have had 4 shots. JSW Surma just 1 shot.
Coach, 2 late goals in the first half. You're leading now, but what do you want your team to improve in the second half?
If we get organised well without the ball, once we get the ball, we're finding good options and finding good connections and looking dangerous, but we have to be organised without the ball.
Thank you, Coach. All the best. Coach, just the 1 PC in the previous game and none so far in this game. What do you have to change to create more attacking chances?
Well, yeah, we need to get there. That's quite obvious. For the moment, we're making a little bit too much mistakes. When we go close to the 25, we need to do that better, and then it's going to be easier for us.
Thank you, Coach. All the best.
Well, there are the thoughts of the 2 coaches, and as we mentioned at the top of the show, it is the captain of India's birthday today, the captain of JSW Surma. So here's a little package to celebrate that milestone.
Indian hockey team captain.
Ramanji, have a great birthday.
Very happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you so much. Of course, special day है, and I think I believe कि हम last match भी अच्छा खेले थे, but कुछ एरिया ऐसे थे जो हमने improve करने थे और हमने बात की है डिस्कस की है मीटिंग में. So I think today we are fully ready to give us 100%. We are creating so many opportunity, but the finishing wasn't there. So we try to finish as soon as possible. Whenever we get the chance, try to finish and try to get outcome in the D. So yeah, that's what was special day. But I believe कि team goal होता है. So I think in our team doesn't matter who's scoring the goal. It's a team goal. Or but today अगर I think वो same moment हम create करना चाहेंगे इस बार भी.
Thank you and wishing you many more happy returns of the day. Thank you so much.
So Harmanpreet's birthday, but it's not a happy one at the moment. Should just mention it is the Hyderabad Tufans goalkeeper Bikramjit's birthday today as well. So I'm sure he's back at the hotel watching this game. So we send out our best wishes to you as well, Bikramjit. Now Vanash is going to start at the beginning of the second half. Remembering JSW SOORMA will start with only 10 players, because Gurjant still has about 1 minute and 5 seconds of his 2-minute suspension to play out. That's by my estimations anyway. Sandy, can SOORMA come back, or do you feel Dragons at the moment have all the momentum?
Well, not with the way they are playing at the moment, the SOORMAs. We did hear the coach Goldberg say that they have to reduce the mistakes they're making, especially when they go up front and create those chances. They need to create more chances, and they still do not have a penalty corner, so it just shows how much they have been doing in the Dragons D.
The ball is placed on the halfway line. SOORMA are sitting a long way back. And Dragons get us back underway. Look how deep they were sitting at the restart.
Well, the challenge always would be when you sit so deep in your defense, when you have the turnover, would you have enough players coming into attack?
And it's patient again from the Dragons. Ball comes out again. Centre Divine. Amit Rohidis. And thrown into the circle, but a wild swing. I think that was Sorsby. Just got that one not quite as well as he would have hoped. Yeah, Thomas Sorsby.
Just wonder if he had another option of just bringing it down, trying to create a penalty corner. But if he had made contact on that, and if it was goal bound, that would have been a great goal.
If he'd have made contact, it could have gone anyway. But SOORMA with their first attack. Unfortunately, Keenan didn't get it under control on his stick. Yeah, there's a little bit of space again. Carried forward by Uttam. He played it back and it was missed completely that time by Chandan Yadav. Dragons lucky to keep possession. No pressure applied, and here they come again, trying to work their way around the back. Good defence, and now Harmanpreet carries it out for JSW SOORMA. Jeremy Hayward comes wide now to Della Torre. To me, Della Torre is such a key player, because when he runs with the ball up the flanks, he does unsettle defences, but we haven't seen him able to do much of that tonight. Look at the pressure applied there when he received it.
I just think they figured that out, just closing him down and not giving him room to do anything dangerous up front, forcing him to go back all the time.
It certainly appears that Dragons have done their homework on JSW SOORMA tonight. Keenan trying to get the deflection. Amit Rohidis made a bit of mistake there. Pawan Rajbhat has got it for JSW SOORMA, but he's penalised for being a little bit too physical as he was trying to get it under control. So again, out of defence, and this time it is the Dragons who are going for a stroll with the ball.
I think the intention is pretty clear from JS SOORMA. They want to keep the defense tight and try and work on the counter. Not really trying to push men up and force the error from Dragons at the moment.
So it's a good ball down the line again. Cutting infield, Tom Craig keeps possession, but penalised. He doesn't agree with the decision. So Harmanpreet. Craig now moving forward to put a bit of pressure on. Jeremy Hayward. Della Torre. And again, Uttam steps forward to Close down the space for De La Torre. Harmanpreet though, a little bit of space for him on the left-hand side now. Thought about going with the reverse stick into the circle, but in the end, possession is more important. Hayward. Poncelet. And it's cut out brilliantly, top of the circle. That was really good play by Sander Devine. And a lovely ball over the top, but unfortunately probably didn't need to be played first time.
I'm not sure we tried to play it first time. I just failed to trap that ball.
There is Craig Fulton, the coach of India, taking in all the games and making sure with his staff they don't miss a thing. Handy to play for if you're a young Indian player, to impress the national coach. Especially with the World Cup coming up in this year. Meninda back to Jeremy Hayward. Nicolas Poncelet. Feeds it to Vegne. Vegne down the line to Poncelet. Lovely ball infield back to Vegne. And unfortunately, well, it's good defence, but it'll come to Poncelet again. But it was just broken up, that lovely movement by the Dragons. Vegne, Poncelet combining again. Poncelet looks to play it in. It ricochets away from the baseline.
Victor Vigne has been kept quiet in the second quarter by the Dragons. And I just think he's the one who will have to create some magic to get the Soormas back into the game. He's not really getting the space he loves to play in.
Into the circle again. Penalty corner though, this time for JSW Soorma. Their first penalty corner of the match. Only their second of the tournament.
Well, that's what he can do, Harmanpreet. If you give him time and space with this power he has on that slap shot and the deception that he brings into it, finding the foot of the Dragon defender. Penalty corner to the Soormas.
So Victor Vegne makes his way to the baseline. Harmanpreet looks very relaxed at the top of the circle. I think it's Hayward at the first battery and Harmanpreet at the second. Will they go with Jeremy Hayward, or will it be Harmanpreet on his birthday trying to celebrate with a goal and pull Soorma back? They go to Harmanpreet. He flicks. Great running by the first runner. The rebound comes back and David Hart kicks it clear with interest. Poncelet has picked it up. Harmanpreet stayed forward, was calling for the aerial pass. Down the line it comes. Akashdeep now into the circle. That was almost, well, it was in fact a very good pass. I was looking at the runner down the baseline, but really good pass.
Great charge here, beautifully done. And the second try so easily kicked away by David Hart.
It was Martinez who made the beautiful run inside the circle. There he's just joined the squad. Harmanpreet receiving it from Hayward, weaving his way, trying to get through a gap. He's got a free hit for JSW Soorma. Harmanpreet was a forward in his younger days.
He does have some great skills on the ball and uses it so cleverly when he needs to.
Into the circle, nice turn by Akashdeep. Oh, so close. Prabjot was in the right position to get a touch, but it just kicked off the turf over his stick.
I just thought that was great pickup by Akashdeep. Eliminated his defender as he picked up the ball and turned him around. Beautifully done. And going with the tomahawk. Just eluding him on the second post.
Akashdeep, wonderful player to watch. Comes wide again now. And that should be a free hit. It was stick first from Poncelet that time. And unfortunately, the pass was an ambitious one, looking for Arunjay.
It was a very difficult ball for Arunjay to pick up. It was traveling at pace and bouncing.
And there is the coach, Philippe Goldberg, looking at, I think, all the analytics on the sideline. I know that it's common to use that these days, but there are some who feel that, yes, you can use it post-game, but should you be allowed to use it during the game? What are your thoughts, Sandy?
I think so. I think they should be allowed to use it during the game. I don't see any harm in that, and better analysis during the game will give you a better game. My personal thoughts.
Cedric D'Souza, I think, was the first one to bring that in the Hockey India League. He was ahead of the game with the Delhi Wave Riders. Now, I've got mixed thoughts about it, to be honest, because I think those teams that have the technology and have the money are able to pull away and use it, whereas those that can't afford it, the gap gets bigger. Brought down brilliantly inside the circle. Nice ball out to Victor Vegnay. JSW Soorma, chance to come forward. And just ricocheting up off the stick, but they've still got it under control. Vegnay makes himself available. Nicholas Keenan just waiting for the run from De La Torre. In the end, he goes back to Harmanpreet, who just comes over the halfway line. Sukhvinder pushes out onto the left-hand side, and the ball thrown there, but not able to bring it down.
It was a difficult ball to bring down, but had he brought it down, he was just into the D. Dragons now with a hit out.
Yeah, it seemed to drop very sharply, didn't it? There wasn't much of a loop on it, as De La Torre intercepts in the defence for JSW Soorma. Hayward. Meninda is wide, should he wish to choose him. Instead he goes to Harmanpreet. One coming from Harjeet, making himself available. Harjeet again he's been working hard in front of that pocket, making himself available, but the square ball has been the preferred option.
It's just lovely to see the way Dragons have organized their defense. They're playing a very tight man-to-man, and then with the free man in the center picking up the loose ball.
Clever again by Harmanpreet, just onto the foot, wins the free hit, and then intercepted by the Dragons, so it will be free out for them. They've been under the cosh in this third quarter, but they've defended very well. I can't remember one attack into the circle from the Dragons so far in this period. It was a clumsy challenge coming in that time from Karti. And unfortunately, not trapped that time again by Nicholas Keenan. Amit Rohidis over the ball for the Dragons. We're into the final 4 minutes of the third quarter. And free out to the defence. Harmanpreet looking for Vegnay. Vegnay brings it down well. De La Torre is on the overlap on the side, and he finds him. Two players close him down, steal it for a second. Calling was Ephraim's, wanted the free hit, but it's gone the way of De La Torre, just inside the 25-metre line. Back to Hayward he goes. De La Torre again. Harmanpreet. Just going to go over the halfway line. Down the left-hand side come the Soorma players. Oh, great opportunity. Brilliant save, David Hart, to deny Vivek Prasad. Well, Vivek Prasad had the goal at his mercy, but big David Hart came out and made the goal look very, very small.
The deflection in the D from the Dragon defender just set up beautifully for Vivek Prasad. And look at David Hart. How quickly did he react to that and just close him down? Ensured he didn't give him enough of an angle. Great bit of goalkeeping.
David Hart still can pull out the saves when they're needed. Such an important player. I know Ryan van Eyck, who was coach of the Dragons last year, said he was one of their most valuable players in their season. Because that's why you sign a player like him, to make those saves. And it's still Raheel now. Finds Sorsby. Square at the back from Sander Devine to Amit Rohidis rather. Sorsby just pulls away from trouble.
It was just the timing of the charge from David Hart. I thought they timed it so well.
Sushil Danwar just losing out for a second, and now SOORMA have possession. Back it goes from Martinez. Vegnay always seems to find space. His pass though cut out brilliantly. Great defence coming back by Karti. Now it's Blake Gubbers on the ball for the Dragons. Slips it back to Raheel. Back to Gubbers it goes again. Gubbers to the baseline. Good defence once more from Harmanpreet.
Picked it up pretty easily, Harmanpreet, in the end on his reverse.
Jeetpal kept the ball for JSW SOORMA in the final minute now of this third quarter. Vivek Prasad, the man who had probably the best chance to pull a goal back in this quarter, feeds it out to Della Torre. Jeremy Hayward, in it goes to Harjeet. Harjeet tried to throw it to the air but threw it straight to Blake Gubbers. This is a chance now for the Dragons if they can move it quickly. Gubbers taking his time, looking for the perfect pass, but has won a long corner with 24 seconds remaining.
Just thought Gubbers did that exceedingly well. He did not have enough players up front. Just slowed it down. Dragons probably with the last chance in this quarter.
Amit Rohidis, it's reflected. Oh, what a finish that is! Nathan Ephraim's pulls the bow, and the ball, like an arrow, goes into the top corner.
Just what the Dragons wanted. At virtually the last play of the third quarter, the ball played into the D. But do we have a referral?
SOORMA team asking that it's a back stick. It's not a goal.
Okay.
Please, can you check?
Yes, I will check if it was a back stick. One moment, please.
Okay, please.
Well, they're asking if it was a backstick. It didn't look a backstick to me, I gotta say, to the naked eye. Maybe it was.
Well, that is a close call. Just seeing how the ball bumped off the turf. Could they have a case? Well, I think it's first contact on the ground and then to the ball.
But it doesn't seem to loop, does it? It still goes pretty direct.
Gubash,
Yes, go on.
I have advice for you. It was a back stick, so you can restart with a free hit and SOORMA keep the referral.
Okay, it's a free hit and keep the referral. Okay, thank you.
Well, a very, very good referral by JSW SOORMA as the ball is thrown forward. Only a few seconds remaining, and a shot on the turn. Oh, would you believe it? Right up the other end it goes, and one touch, and bang, past David Hart, and they pulled one back.
And that is what Harmanpreet can do. Look at that for a pass. The entire Dragons defense was caught napping. He just let it go. Had great elevation and right into the sloppy bit of trapping there, and just with a turnaround on the top of the circle. Got David Hart totally by surprise. And SOORMAs have pulled one back.
And the hooter has gone for the end of that quarter, has it? No, there's 1 second remaining. But Maninder, what a finish by him. No smile. He is one cool customer.
I will check if there's any reason to change the ball. And it was your own referral, right? I will check. One moment, please.
Okay, we've got another referral happening. This is an umpire referral, I should say that the umpire has requested this. Harmanpreet will be hoping that this goal stands. So there's the long, searching overhead ball from Harmanpreet. Comes off the defender to Meninda, who was definitely 5 meters away. And there's no doubt that's not a backstick.
Well, I'm not sure what they're looking for, but
I'm wondering if they're saying, was he 5 meters away?
Surab. There's no clear reason to change the decision. It's a goal.
Well, the goal does stand, and the man from Hockey Chandigarh, Meninda, gets a vital goal for JSW Surma.
I just thought David Hart was waiting, thinking that the quarter was done with. It just caught him by surprise.
And the hooter goes. So Meninda, whose heroes when he was growing up was Sardar Singh and Manpreet, well, he will be a Surma hero now if that gets them back in this game. Gives them a lifeline as we prepare to go into the final quarter. But they had to battle hard for that goal, and it came straight after a Dragons goal was rubbed out because it was a backstick. Score at the final break is Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons 2, JSW Surma 1. Take a look at the highlights now from this quarter, and it was all JSW Surma as they went on the attack. Penalty corner and good defence, and the rebound, the shot came in from Meninda. And this was again a great shot by Akashdeep. Prabhjot in front of goal, just couldn't get the touch. In it came again, Vivek Prasad. Well, he had such a good chance, but David Hart off his line so quickly, smothered it, and the chance had gone begging. Then this was a brilliant finish, well, we thought it was, from Nathan Ephraim's, but backstick after a referral, it was rubbed out, and then Harmanpreet threw it long, and look at that from Meninda. An outstanding finish. And that has pulled JSW Surma back in this game and given them a lifeline as we head into the final 15 minutes.
With just the presence of mind of Harmanpreet on that last goal. Brilliant, you know, the clock was running down and he had to get it into the D of the Dragons. And David Hart, I thought, was totally out of position when the aerial ball came in.
Well, how is this going to pan out? Dragons were under the pump in that quarter, and you just wonder whether they will try and attack now a little bit more than they did there, or were allowed to attack last quarter. Cinder Devine wanting the free hit. Harmanpreet picks up the ball. Harmanpreet, there's plenty of space for him there as he tries to play it forward. Picked up well, edge of the circle by Gurjant. Gurjant squares it. Desperate defence, played it straight back. Shot on the turn, and that was David Hart making a good save to deny Vivek Prasad again.
A great bit of play by Surma. They are really putting the pressure, are they not? A little sloppy by the Dragons, but look at Vivek Prasad. Just created that space for himself by increasing the distance between him and the defender.
Della Torre plays it in now. Again, it breaks to Vivek Prasad. Across the face of goal it goes. Vegne's desperate to try and get there for the Surmas, but instead it is carried out, and then it is cleared straight back to them. Harjeet now. He'll come out to Nicholas Della Torre. Drops it back to Jeremy Hayward and then goes down the line. Harjeet once again turns. Goes back to Harmanpreet. Jeremy Hayward. Patient again from JSW Surma. Della Torre smashes it in. Hart off his pads. That was risky. Prabhjot was lurking. Could have so easily pounced on that. But Hart not taking any risks. Great break by Tom Craig now. Oh, what a pass. What a goal! Tom Craig combines with Blake Govers, and Dragons get a third.
Take a bow. Blake Grovers, what a finish that was, and how good a run by Tom Craig. We know what he can do when he has space. Victor Wagner was trying to catch up with him, and such a difficult ball to lay across at pace. And Blake Grovers, a first touch was great, and with the second touch, slammed home. Dragons lead 3-1.
Well, that was a beautiful pass on the run, but Tom Craig's run started back in his own half. And Blake Grovers, that is a world-class finish against a world-class keeper in Vincent Van Asch. That was hit with so much power. Wow, what a game this is turning out to be. It's just come to life. SOORMA now find themselves 2 goals down once again. Can they come back? You feel they need to get one in the next few minutes, certainly.
And just the pace of Tom Craig when he just makes it look so easy, just seems to put on his burners and left the defense gasping.
Well, he did indeed. He was flying. Amit Rohidis, a little shimmy from him and carries it forward and puts his defender under a little bit of pressure. Kept him play well. That was well done by Chandan Yadav. And he's got a free hit for his efforts.
Well, just when the SOORMAs were coming back into the game, they have conceded a goal.
Well, they were under the pump, weren't they, defensively, the Dragons, and then somehow Tom Craig got the clearance and off he went. And he only had one thing in his mind, and that was to get the ball up the other end of the field of play. And picked out Grovers so well with a running pass. That's what I remember Indians doing when I was a kid. We used to see that all the time. And here come the Dragons again. But nothing on, so patiently they'll recycle it through the defence. Amit Rohidis. Kaufman to Rohidis again. Kaufman. I don't know if you saw the article in the paper. He's studying aeronautical engineering and said if he wins an Olympic gold, he wants to send it up into space. Very good article in one of the Indian papers. It was yesterday, actually. As Kaufman carries it forward once again. Over the 25 he goes, slips it into the circle. Pass goes back to him, but unfortunately just wasn't able to get it away that time, Selvaraj. Uttam is there, it'll break for Selvaraj again. Appeals for a penalty corner from the Dragons, and the umpire's arms come out.
Selvan Karti, I think that was who got the ball. But there is a referral. Let's see what this is about.
Okay.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
You have to see it.
Yes, Kun, can you hear me?
Yes.
I gave a PC, but SOORMA team asking that it's a lift the ball, and please check the whole process.
Yes, I will look at the whole process, if it was a foot or dangerous or anything else. Just one please.
Yes, please.
So this was the run from Kaufman. Into the circle it came. Nice turn coming from Ephraim's. Across the face of goal it came. Karti denied by Van Asch. Selvan Karti doing well again. And then Uttam came across. It was off Uttam's stick. Karti again.
First ball played into the D, it's spin around. Karti on the ball, nothing there.
Is that a back stick?
Gubash,
Yes, go on.
I have an advice for you. It was a back stick of the attacker shooting on goal. So therefore you can restart with a free hit and SOORMA keep the referral.
Okay,
Well
thank
spotted,
you.
Ashley.
Wait.
Oh, eagle eyes tonight. Even though I think I initially called Karti Selvaraj, so not so eagle-eyed. Van Ash will be relieved. We're approaching the final 10 minutes of this match. JSW SOORMA at the moment facing a second defeat. Dragons looking like they might get their first win after a draw and then picking up a bonus point in the shootout. That was well left again. Meninda feeds it to Akashdeep. Akashdeep flicks it in. Meninda was there again. Great defense though by Dragons to get it clear.
Substitution.
Yes, they were under a little bit of pressure.
So they're pulling off Vincent Van Ash and putting Mohit on in goal. So that means they can have another foreign outfield player. So they can have 5 players from overseas out in the field of play with Mohit in goal. Della Torre wanting to come on, and he will do now. So roll of the dice now from Philippe Goldberg. Harmanpreet, so calm, no urgency from him. Thrown, and unfortunately Poncelet couldn't keep that one in. Tim White watching on. Oh, there was a push there as well on Uttam. Lucky, I think, to get away with that a little bit. Garinda right in front of the umpire. In it comes again. Good defence. Sander Devine clearing it out wide. Lovely turn. And Harmanpreet is going to get the free hit again for SOORMA. Over the top, Vegne, can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Lays it back inside the circle. That was well done. And it will be a penalty corner. That was really good play by Lucas Martinez.
There is a review nonetheless.
Yes, sir, I'm looking for foot, no foot. One moment, please.
Koen van Bunge is earning his money tonight. This was Martinez. The foot is in the air there, but as soon as it comes down, does it catch? Oh, it looks like it does
indeed,
to me.
So they have a different angle? Thank you.
This was great play by Vegne, keeping the ball in play and managing to find Martinez. Amit Rohidis. Oh no, it didn't touch.
This one's slower.
It was off his stick and it just rolled off, did it not? Yeah, it's off the stick.
Off the stick and then evades his right foot.
Surab. Yes. I have the advice for you. It was no foot, so you can start with a bully, and the Dragons keep the referral. Bully.
Bully on the dotted line, please. On that dot. To be bully.
So Vegne taking it to the edge of the circle. Will be a bully. And Dragons are saying they're going to give the ball back. Thomas Sorsby. Sorsby sportingly gives it back to SOORMA. Harmanpreet plays it straight back to Vegne. Vegne sets off to try and get inside the circle. He's in there, pushed out though towards the corner flag. He tries to play it back in, but it's picked up again by the Dragons, and they carry it out. Look how quickly JSW Surma now are closing them down. Ricochets off the stick over the sideline. Dragons ball. Kaufman brings it in from the side. Amit Rohidis. Sushil Danwa now on the left-hand side for Dragons. Sorsby to Craig. Craig dropping it back to Amit Rohidis. Approaching the halfway stage of the final quarter. Kaufman, it looked like it might have just caught the backstick. I think that's what the appeal was for from Martinez. Sushil Danwa looking to take on Meninda. Meninda snapping back at him. And under pressure now, Sushil Danwa. That looked to me like it went over the side. And the umpire agrees. Harmanpreet, short pass from him. Nicholas De La Torre goes back to Harmanpreet. Now they've got to find 2 goals, and I know Harmanpreet is calm under pressure, but you just feel there should be a little bit of urgency here as the clock is going down. Vegne gets it in. It'll ricochet to De La Torre. De La Torre tries to go round one. He does well. Looks to find the foot. Penalty corner. Well, he did really well to just drift around the back of Uttam.
De La Torre, that was, he just bulldozed his way into the D, did he not? Just dinked it over Uttam and using the baseline and finding the foot of Amit Rohidas. Penalty corner to the Surmas. Can they make it count?
Second penalty corner of the night as well. So Harmanpreet is at the first battery. Nicholas De La Torre is at the second. I'm sure they will go to Harmanpreet. David Hart. He doesn't have to make himself big because he is huge. But he'll need his runners to do the job for him. It goes to Harmanpreet, and it is great running by Amit Rohidis. Will be another penalty corner though.
Amit Rohidas, amongst the best in this business of charging out on the penalty corner. Took his line so well.
Harmanpreet again at the first battery. They go to him, although it was Vivek Prasad. Harmanpreet got the shot. David Hart saved it. Now there's a chance. Kaufman. Oh, look at that pass up the field of play. Into the circle, is it? No. Great tackle in the end from Poncelet. And here come Surma again.
Made a hash of it. The penalty corner, the injection not good enough. Harman had it with him, but no purchase on the drag. And on the counter, Surmas did well to come back in numbers.
And now free hit one by Victor Vegne just on the 25-meter line. 6 minutes remaining. Hayward comes forward, takes it, plays it into the circle. It's going to ricochet off Amit Rohidis' stick. Long corner to JSW Surma. Don't forget they're trailing by 2 goals at the moment. They're going to need 2 goals in the next 5.5 minutes to force a shooter. Harmanpreet, well, he got the pass to the top of the circle. The whistle is gone. That's going to be coming back for a free out. So, Dragons taking their time. And here come the Dragons again. Into the circle they go. A little bit of magic stick work, and over the baseline it goes in the end. It'll be a long corner. Uttam again involved.
Uttam did so well. Just made sure he went into the D and trying to earn a penalty corner. But a long corner is all he gets.
Tom Craig over the ball. Plays it to Sorsby. Sorsby forced back. Good pressure again from Nicholas Keenan. Taking their time. Sander Devine. Short pass by him is a good one. Comes back to him again. Amit Rohidis, a nice little turn by him. Sorsby. Devine plays it up the side. Sorsby will get the play down the line. Great chance again for the Dragons. Great touch inside the circle. That was really well played by Poncelet. It was De La Torre who's just fed Poncelet. Rahil. Here come Dragons again. Over the 23. Uttam was there. Good steal again by Surma. Meninda drops it back. 3.5 minutes left in the game. JSW Surma need 2 goals very, very quickly. Harmanpreet throws it long and flat this time. Keenan was in behind the defence. But the Dragons come up with the ball. Uttam once more on the sideline and controlled well. We'll come to Uttam again. He looks to try and go infield. Wins a free hit for his team. And now Dragons taking their time, as you can imagine, just trying to wind down the clock.
Well, I just think they did it so well, the Dragons. They soaked up the pressure.
Well, they just wasted too much time. They've turned it over now, and here is Harmanpreet. Harmanpreet, good pass. Trying to get it back to him is Gurjan. Comes to Harmanpreet again. And Harmanpreet can't keep it in play. Although he's got a free hit just outside the circle. Must go the 5 metres.
For me, it was not intentional.
Ah, a referral from Vegne.
Like this, yeah. Hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
It was a foot outside the circle. Can you please check any intention of the defender? So.
Oh, yep, I will check if it was intentional. 1 moment, please. And for you, it was not intentional, right?
Yep.
Okay, 1 moment.
So Victor Vegne convinced that this is a deliberate foot to prevent the ball going into the circle. Comes to Harmanpreet. Ooh, maybe that little kick out.
That is. Well, that was intentional.
Sander Devine is the player who will be penalised, I think. It's not the first one, it's the second bit here, there. That is deliberate.
He was playing football for a moment, was he?
Well, here comes the decision.
Surab. The defender hit the ball with his foot. For me, it was intentionally because he kicks the ball. The foot moves towards the ball as well. So for me, you can reward a penalty corner, and Soorma keep the referral.
Well, I just thought great presence of mind from Victor Vegne. He saw that and straight away went for the referral.
Victor Vegne is a big football fan, I know, back in Belgium, so he will know if someone's playing with their foot or not. So a great opportunity. Nicholas Keenan goes to the baseline. We still have 2 minutes 17 seconds left. And waiting. De La Torre at the second battery, Harmanpreet at the first. Can Harmanpreet give them a lifeline? Crucial moment in the match. Goes to Harmanpreet, he flicks well. Oh, he has got the goal. And they do have the lifeline.
It was just the pace of the injection. It came so fast, Harmanpreet. He had enough and more time to execute the drive flick. Brilliantly done by Harmanpreet. Going to the left of David Hart and absolutely no chance.
Well, look at the pace. David Hart gets down really quickly, but that comes back off the backboard with interest. What an inspirational player Harmanpreet is. And for those of you wondering if they can do it, well, don't hold your breath. I can remember 2014 Sultan of Johor Cup. There were 45 seconds left and Harmanpreet got the winner. Poncelet now gets inside the circle, lays it back. Great opportunity, lifted towards goal. And it's been lifted dangerously, says the umpire.
When the Soormas have the tails up, don't they, at the moment? Look at that for a run. Great use of the baseline. Looking up, scanning for his passing options. When we have a referral yet again.
It was.
What's watching? If there is a it, it's from behind, not from my section, because I'm on the ground.
Okay. Kun, can you hear me? Must referral.
Yeah, I will check if there was a stick check from the defender on the attacker. 1 moment, please.
Okay, we're looking for a stick check now from the defender on Victor Vegnay as he looks to play this. So there is the ball. Oh, maybe. I don't think it was stick though. I think Sorsby got the ball.
Surab.
Yes, go on.
There's no clear reason to change your decision. SOORMA lose the referral.
Just wait.
It was worth a go from Victor Vegnay. We have 1 minute 45 seconds left. SOORMA lose their referral. Dragons throw it high and long. Can it be kept in play? Yes, it can. That was very well done. Driving now towards the circle, looking for a foot, and didn't quite get it. Uttam again involved.
Well, he's been lively. That was such a difficult ball to bring down on the aerial. Did well.
Especially because he was right on the sideline as well. Hayward goes to Harmanpreet again. We're about to enter the final minute. Jeremy Hayward plays it down the line to Nicholas De La Torre. De La Torre gets past one, slips it down the line again. Great tackle coming in. Keenan, though, gets the ball back for JSW. SOORMA tries to smash it into the circle. Not cleared properly. Nicolas Poncelet gets it to the edge of the circle, and there's a foul in the back, and there was no need for that.
No, I'm not going.
Okay,
for me, it is not.
Okay, why
Well, to me, that is a deliberate shove inside the team. And that should be a penalty stroke.
I'm not going my.
Well, they don't have a referral left.
Yes.
It's not a push. He dives.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Dragons have taken a referral now.
Kun, can you hear me?
Yes, Surab.
It is a referral from the Dragons. They're asking was it a push by the defender. Can you please check? Was it a push by the defender for push by the defender?
We ask also if it's
No, Dragons wouldn't be asking for a push from the defender. Well, Vegnay can't refer. They have lost their referral.
Push. 1 moment, please.
Yeah.
Dragons are saying it was a dive and that there was little or no contact on the edge of the circle. Well, it doesn't look like a push there, does it? Oof. What a decision to have to make.
Well, we will have to get an angle from behind. He did get his elbow in, I thought.
Shisha Gowda, I think it is, it goes to ground, definitely, but... Yeah, there does look like there's a little bit of a... The left arm just looks as if it extends slightly, doesn't it? That arm extends.
He did nudge him and cannot do that inside the D.
Prithvi, I think, who's the player. He's saying, I didn't do anything, but it did look on that other angle that his left arm just straightened.
They always say that, don't they? I didn't do it.
And I think we should get their mums as the video umpire because they'd know.
shore up. There's no clear reason to change the decision, so it's a penalty corner and the Dragons lose the referral.
Wow, wow, wow. It is a penalty corner. There are 48 seconds left on the clock. SOORMA get their 5th penalty corner of the match, and they could take us to a shootout if they can convert this. Harmanpreet will wait, remembering it's his birthday today. Can he give his team the perfect present? Or will they go with De La Torre at the second battery? I don't think so. I think they'll go with the captain, Harmanpreet. They do. He flicks. It's wide of the mark. Well, it's going to be another penalty corner. The umpire's arms come out. So the drama continues.
Get inside. This is as good a game of hockey that we can get. Harmanpreet. Again, the charge out from Amit Rohidas. Brilliant.
So Harmanpreet waits once more. Nicholas De La Torre alongside him. It's not a great trap at the top of the circle. Harmanpreet still has it, plays it forward. Shot comes in, but it's saved by Hart. Over the baseline it goes. It should be a long corner. Wanting to take it quickly. Vivek Prasad is there. Dragons closing down some of the options. In the end, it had to come into the defensive line. It'll come back again to Gurinder. He plays it square. Time is running out. 15 seconds left on the clock. Into the circle it goes. The Dragons force them back outside. Great take by Sorsby. And time will run out. Sorsby just carries it forward. 3 seconds left. And although it was heroic by JSW SOORMA, the Dragons have hung on for a famous victory, and they know how close it was on the bench. High fives all around, and plenty of purpose in those high fives. Nathan Ephraim's had a goal denied, but boy, oh boy, what a second half. Just like last night, it came to life later in the match. The final score here, JSW SOORMA Hockey Club 2, Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons 3.
And what a game this lad has had, Uttams. Brilliant, great hockey all around.
My name is Rajinder Singh and I am playing from Hyderabad Tufans as a midfielder. Really great for me. It was a really great lesson for me that helped me in this Indian team career as well. Now we are here to play another season of HEL, and hopefully we'll play this as a very good. Some of very good players of foreign are in our team. I learned a lot of things from them. Those things are really helpful for me. Our team structure and the way we play and the way we bond with each other, I think that is really special in our team.
मेरा नाम है मुस्तान कुंजील। कांता परिणाम पर नाम से खेल रहा हूँ। मेरा ये सेकंड सीजन है, काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पर मॉडल देख के। जैसा हम लोग का सही नहीं रहा, इस साल हम लोग अच्छे स्टार्ट करेंगे, अच्छा ठीक करेंगे, ये मेरा इधर पूरे प्लेयर भी आए हैं यहाँ पर, हम लोग की तरफ से खेल रहे हैं। जैसे कि बेल्जियम हो गया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो गया, वो लोग अच्छी फ्रेंडली रहते हैं, अच्छा बात करते हैं, अच्छा टीम को हम लोग से काफ़ी सीखने को मिल रहा है। तो ये सही है आप लोग के लिए आगे बढ़ने के लिए, लोग से काफ़ी सीख रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर SG पाइपर्स टीम से। SG पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है, बस हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। SG पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक SG पाइपर की अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
Well, what a game we've just witnessed. The Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons prevailing 3-2 off JSW SOORMA. But the first round of the second group of matches was absolutely one to remember. It was tight at the beginning, it's fair to say, but then it came to life. Dragons on the attack here, and it was good play down the right-hand side. And across it went, and at the back post, Selvaraj was there to fire it home after a good pass from Chandan Yadev. That was 1-0 to the Dragons, and then it kind of broke kindly for Uttam. He managed to get it past Vincent Van Ash to make it 2-0, and that was just before the half-time break. So SOORMA had to come back, and boy, did they dominate the third quarter. There was a mistake at the top of the circle, and Meninda fired home an opportunist goal at its best, and giving David Hart no chance whatsoever. Then Tom Craig carried from inside his own D up the length of the field and laid it across the circle to Blake Govers, who made absolutely no mistake, finishing past Vincent Van Ash. But JSW SOORMA, they kept coming back, and they won a penalty corner. Up stepped their captain, Harmanpreet. That gave them a lifeline with 2 minutes remaining in the match. The question was, could they get another and force us to a shootout? And the answer was no. We'll take a look at the stats now, and you'll see just how even it ended up in the end. 20 circle penetrations for the Dragons, 19 for JSW SOORMA. 7 shots to 5, but the crucial one, 3 goals to 2 for the Dragons. We're going to go pitch side now, though, for the match presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony for the Hero Hockey India League 2025-26 match between Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons and JSW SOORMA Hockey Club. Hero Hockey India League would like to take this opportunity to thank their partners, title sponsor Hero Motocorp, broadcast partner DD Sports, streaming partner Waves, official hydration partner Bisleri, medical partner Apollo Hospital. Thank you for your support. Please welcome our dignitary to present the Hero Vida Electric Player of the Match Award, Mr. M. Annamalai, channel partner, Hero Motocorp Limited. And to present the best goal of the match by Freeman, please welcome our dignitary, Mr. Guna Sekar Rana Singh, JSW Cement, channel partner of Freeman. And the award for the best goal of the match goes to Blake Govers from Tamil Nadu Dragons. And now it's time to announce the Hero Vida Electric Player of the Match, and the award goes to Uttam Singh from Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons. उत्तम, प्लीज आइए. कंग्रेचुलेशंस आपको जीत के लिए. आपकी टीम को जो हम देख रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छी एनर्जी उनकी तरफ से दिख रही है. आपकी ग्राउंड पे बहुत अच्छी एनर्जी थी, एक बढ़िया गोल और पूरा ओवरऑल जो आपकी परफॉर्मेंस थी. टीम में माहौल कैसा है इस सीजन, वो बताइए, और आज की परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
परफॉर्मेंस काफ़ी अच्छी थी हम लोगों की, और उन लोगों की भी काफ़ी अच्छी थी. बिफोर मैच प्लान जो हमने किया था वो यही था कि बस मैच में एक्सिक्यूट करना है और रिजल्ट के बारे में नहीं सोचना है, जो हमने प्लान किया है सिर्फ उसी पे खेलना है और एंड ऑफ द डे जब रिजल्ट अपने फेवर में आता है तो फिर अच्छा लगता है. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much and congratulations. All the best for the upcoming matches.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Uttam. That was Uttam Singh, the Veera Electric Player of the Match. He performed brilliantly today. That's it from the post-match presentation ceremony. Over to the comm box.
Well, what a cracking game that was, as we now look at the Neon Sox leading goal scorers. Kane Russell from the Hockey India League Governing Council is the leading goal scorer at the moment, so when they next take the field, if he's still the leading goal scorer, he will be wearing some bright green socks so we can see who he is. But take a look now at the points table, and it is the Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons who move to the top of the ladder. They have 5 points. And of course the other teams between them and JSW SOORMA, who remain locked on the bottom of the table, have still got to play extra games in their second game in this tournament. Well, Dragons have a really good position, but there are other teams chasing them, and there's more action coming your way tomorrow as the women's competition will be playing tomorrow in Ranchi, and there's still plenty to play for in that. So the Pipers have now been, the gap has closed between them and the Tigers. SOORMA can't make the finals, but certainly Tigers will want a victory in that game. Then we have here in Chennai, we have HILGC taking on the Shirachi Bengal Tigers. That game is at 4:50, followed by the Hyderabad Tufans taking on the Ranchi Royals at 7 p.m. And a couple of those teams unbeaten as well, wanting to make their way forward as well. Well, here is the celebrations now of the captain of India as they look to give him his birthday cake, surrounded by his SOORMA teammates. And even the fans are waiting to see the celebrations. Commander from the Director General of Hockey India, well, he's there to the right of your screen. Harmanpreet, I don't think he wants to just get going, doesn't he? He looks more concerned than anybody else. So he's cutting the cake now, and hopefully he's making a wish, and I'm sure the original wish would have been for 3 points tonight. And now, as is traditional in India, they're going to put the cake all over his face. Well, Harmanpreet is going to try and get the officials from Hockey India back. Well, he couldn't get the points tonight. He did get a goal. So SOORMA still looking for their first points as Harmanpreet celebrates his birthday.